Victor Galvan. Yeah. 24/7 mindset. Yeah. 24/7 mindset. Let's go. 24/7 mindset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see what you're saying. All right. Question number 3, Victor. Retirement is an asset or a liability?
You know, this is my favorite one, right? I always tell people and ask them, hey, when you going to retire? And they're like, oh, I'm going to get to 62. But what people don't know and they don't understand is that the money that you're going to get at the end of the retirement is the same money that they used to give 12 years ago. Mm-hmm. So 12 years to now, the same amount of money will buy you a quarter of the stuff that you can buy before. So people don't look at that. So I always tell people, stop retiring right now. I don't care how old you are. Start retiring right now. You're 18, start now. Because when you identify to retire now, doesn't mean you're going to sit in your ass like everybody thinks retirement means, because that's what 80% of the people believe, that, I'm going to retire and just relax. But after so long, that retirement turns into a job that I can go into a little bit. So I always tell people to retire now, and it's for this purpose, because now they can identify. Why now? Okay, because I'm going to adapt to this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I want a nice car, I want a nice house. Let's say I got everything paid for, but I get $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 a month from the government. But I got $30,000 in taxes for this beautiful house that over the years, I prepare, I pay it off and all that stuff. You get to the end, you didn't save nothing because you're thinking on the retirement, but you buy all your goodies. Now you don't have enough for gas, for the taxes, for the fixes, for the remodel, for the service, all that stuff. You're not going to have enough. So what are you going to do? So that's why I say retirement is a big, big liability if you don't prepare yourself, because it'll be sad for somebody to work all their fucking life, come to the end of their career where they got to die, that they can afford a payment, that they got to shrink, or they got to
downsize, right?
Downsize. If they like a bottle of Crown Royal, now they got to buy a bottle of VO to save $10 or $20.
Yeah.
Now
penny pinching now.
It's sad.
Yeah.
To get to the end of the career and do stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
So a lot of people has houses, cars, family, their grandpas and all that stuff. So I always tell all these older people, I'm like, look, if you retire right now, if you didn't think this way, you ain't gonna have enough money if your grandchild has a birthday to buy a little gift. They're like, what you mean? I'm like, you're not gonna have. So start retiring right now, because when you get to 63, you ain't gonna have enough for you. Imagine for the people that you love.
Yeah.
A lot of the grandparents, they say, I love my kids more than I love my grandkids more than my kids, right? Because that's when finally they got the time to appreciate and hug and kiss a grandkid, because they didn't have the time to do it for their own kids because they were busy working and all that stuff. So what I'm saying is, it pushes you back to start now. Just start now. Retirement is a big liability. But if you start now, it'll be a big asset. You will not have to worry. And I did a little video. I posted in somewhere over there. I do classes for my kids. And I was telling my kids that I'm going to retire 10 people, right, at $8,000 a month. So that's $80,000 a month for 10 people. If you multiply that times, let's say the minimum, so times 12, times minimum, let's say they live 25 years more after they retire. I think it was $22 million that I have to come up. It's stupid. It's crazy, the amount of money that I wanted to make to retire 10 people because of that reason. And I teach my kids all this. And I explain to them. And I even say, kids, even if I cut short of the 10 people, I can retire 6. And guess what? Me and my wife is included in those 6. So now I can go and find 4 people and say, for 25 years, you're going to collect $8,000 a month. When you die, it'll go to somewhere else. Thank you. See ya. Oh, thank you. No, don't thank me. This is something I planned for fucking people like you that don't plan it. Mm-hmm. So now you do this. And the whole problem, and you know this, and everybody knows this, about retirement, that people only retire themselves. They never think on their wife. If you see what I'm going now? Mm-hmm. So when they're finally retired, they're like, I'm retired. Normally the man is older than the woman, and then he retires, and then the wife wants to retire, then they cannot retire because they got to cut it out of the husband, or because of some problems, she didn't work, or she didn't have enough, or whatever. And now they're both fucked because they only plan to retire 1 instead of 2. So this is where all the liabilities comes. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's why I started with assets and liabilities in life. I didn't want to start with assets and liabilities between houses and apartments because it's a big problem in the United States. Mm-hmm. This is a big deal.
Yeah.
So just to go back and kind of clear a little bit, guys, don't wait to the end of your career to start retiring. And always think to retire a minimum of 4. So if you cut short, you retire 2, and that'll be you and your wife. So you can take care of your wife. So you guys can always, deliver with those gifts to your grandsons. So you can drink your whiskey, your whatever you want to do, whatever you want to take care. So you're not downsizing on anything, because the last thing you want to do, work your ass, and then the last few years of your life you got to downsize. That's stupid. Mm-hmm. Don't do that.